Congratulations, LGBT leftists or whatever. You shot some moderate conservative. Meanwhile, our country's being raped. Congrats. Good job. Now everybody's focused on internecine fight. Now we're doing the culture war. Now it's Christian parents fighting with their gay kids about fucking porn. Meanwhile, we have no independence. We have no sovereignty. So, you know, and here's the funny part. If there is, it's funny in a sick way. Yeah. Here's the ironic part. Over the past few months, I have been making a concerted effort to unify liberals and conservatives. I really have. I tried. I really made a concerted effort to speak in a language that liberals might understand. I tried to demonstrate my objectivity. I tried to bring liberals into the fold. I tried to appeal to their animosity, their legitimate criticisms of Trump, their legitimate animosity towards Israel. Mm-hmm. I leaned out of the culture war intentionally. When a tranny shot up the school in Minneapolis, because it was the truth, but also out of sensitivity, I said, let's not blame the left or trannies. Let's look at this as nihilism, because I genuinely feel that's what it is. And you know what Hassan Piker said? He said, oh, this guy's just lying. He's cynical. And then glorifies violence against conservatives. Hey, Hassan, you idiot. Hassan, Destiny, hey, idiots. Do you know that this Zionist-backed Republican government would love nothing more? They're waiting, they're begging for the opportunity, for a reason to wipe the far left off the map. And not for the reason you think. Not because you support trans rights, but because the leftists protest Israel. Okay? That's why. Alex Karp is making products for Israel to murder people in Gaza. They are waiting, begging for an excuse to whip up the far right into a frenzy and to create a mandate to bring the government down on the far left.
I think the craziest thing about this is that the fact that Charlie Kirk was a moderate, I mean, he wasn't even an extremist or far right as they labeled him. He just had like average conservative views. So the fact that he was just a normal like Republican or normal conservative and they killed him, like that's really bad. Like if they think that that's far right, imagine what they think Nick Fuentes is. Nick Fuentes is gonna blow their minds.
You just gave them what they wanted. And instead, like your uncle, Cenk, instead like your uncle of recognizing that, you play right into their hands. Right into their hands. Because you just can't get your mind off of sex. Because for the far left, those are the only issues that exist. Trans rights and gay marriage.
And abortion.
Forget about, immigration. Forget about healthcare. Forget about what's happening in Ukraine and Israel. So nice going. Nice job.
Yeah, guys, I mean, I think this whole thing is absolutely insane. Like Charlie Kirk was just a moderate. He never had like, as they would describe as far right views, whatever the fuck that even means. He was just a normal person, and he would debate people. So the thing about the people on the right is we're very tolerant. So imagine having to deal with mentally ill people for so many years, and they want you to bend over backwards. They want you to acknowledge their delusion, and it became such a hassle, and we tolerated that for such a long time, and they've been doing cancel culture on people that they disagree with, which is fucking insane. So it's gotten to the point where we tolerated them, and then it's gotten to the point where they started killing us, They started killing people that are not even extremists. They're just like, that's a moderate take, that's a moderate view. And I don't know, guys, like at this point, I would say it's safe to call these people on the left terrorists, because that's exactly what they're doing. They're taking out their political opponents. just because they don't like what they're saying, which is absolutely insane. I mean, if that was the case, like this could apply to anyone. You could go out to a bar and like I could be a fan of one team, some guy could be a fan of another team, and they'll be like, "Oh, this is my team." I'll be like, "Oh, I don't like your team." Bam. Why did you shoot that guy? Oh, because he's a Nazi and I don't like his team and they're evil. Like that is the logic we have here. But other than that, guys, I don't know what to say. I don't know what's gonna happen in these next couple months. I feel like the right is definitely sick of this shit. Um, I really hope Nick in the future gets like good bodyguards because I don't like, come on, like look what happened to Charlie Kirk. And if they see Nick, they're gonna think he's even worse. They're gonna think he's super Hitler or something. But other than that, guys, let me know what you think. And you guys take care, okay?